Right, welcome back to your player ratings from Girona Football Club. Beautiful place this, really enjoyed our trip. We've got the vlog coming out tomorrow from Barcelona and the travelling journey to Girona and the match itself, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. This is your player ratings. In goal, Alisson Becker really did some incredible saves. Any other goalkeeper lets them in or doesn't get back across to block the shot. He had actually quite a lot to do in the first half. Second half, not so much. But Alisson Becker, for his first game back, controlling the box, kicking was beautiful tonight. I have to give him an 8.5. I really do. Maybe even a 9 for the clean sheet. Am I being harsh? Let me know in the chat there. Trent Alexander-Arnold, I give him a 6. I thought he was a little bit wasteful. There were some really nice interchanges. And maybe it wasn't his best Liverpool performance, we definitely know that. But at the same time, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. We won the game, he was part of a defence that got a clean sheet. So you just wipe your mouth and move on. Nothing more really to say about it, probably a 6 out of 10. Joe Gomez and Virgil van Dijk, I'll give them both a 7.5 each. So strong. I mean, if you're a striker and you're looking up, I mean, normally it's a little bit more intimidating when Konate's there, but if you're a striker looking up, and you see Van Dijk and you see Joe Gomez, you can't be arsed. You just can't be arsed sometimes. So big up to them too. Let's not forget what a pairing they were in 18-19 and 19-20. There's nothing wrong with the Gomez and Van Dijk partnership, so I'm a big fan of that. Robertson, you can see his leadership when you're sitting that close to the match. Whenever I sit in the Kop at Anfield, you can hear him. He's marshalling that defence and the midfield in front of him, telling Lucho where to go. And he's definitely a captain. I know he is for Scotland. And he actually got player of the match tonight. Some really nice overlapping runs, good defensively. Obviously, he's going to be tested against harder oppositions, with all due respect. But Andy Robertson, a big shout out to him tonight. Gets his player of the match award. I was actually right at the end watching him get it. And Gravenberch and Curtis Jones were giving him a bit of stick as well. So shout out to him. In the midfield, Curtis Jones, again, some really tidy stuff. Just didn't get that penetrating pass right or the shot off tonight. I thought maybe he would have wanted to get a bit more involved on that side of things. I'll give him a 7. Obviously, me and him have had a bit of a viral clip going out in the last couple of days, which I'm really happy about. And I absolutely love watching him play football. He's a real magician, and I'm not just saying that. The way he drops the shoulder, comes back inside, keeps that option still open. I love him. I love watching him, and he gets a 7 out of 10 for me tonight. Ryan Gravenberch, just a Ryan Gravenberch-esque performance, to be honest. Solid. 6.5 I'll give him. And I think unless you're on that pitch and you see how tall he is, maybe I'm noticing all of this tonight because I was so close. But Ryan Gravenberch, 6'3", 4", pushing, unbelievable stature. It's difficult to get around him, no matter how old you are, how big you are. He does his job, right? So let's give him a 7. In the midfield with him, Dominic Szoboszlai was involved a lot in Liverpool's breaks. The energy, I mean, he was pressing their goalkeeper in the 89th minute, and that's why he's in the team. That's why he doesn't get taken off. So massive shout out to Dominic Szoboszlai. I think he's obviously had a lot of criticism recently, but he comes out this one with so much energy and so much desire from minute 1 to minute 90. So big him up for sure. He gets a 7. Let me know if you agree or disagree with these, by the way. Darwin Núñez, I'm going to have to give him a 4. Unfortunately, I think he lacks that killer edge. We know he does already, but I think in the first 5 minutes he has 2 chances. There's one where it kind of ricochets off his head. He goes to head it down to no one. The keeper makes a good save for one of them. And you can just see his confidence is really shot. When he came off, you know what it's like. Players go up to the manager, they give him a high five. There was no eye contact. It was one of them. And I do start to worry about that confidence, because who's to say in the next game that Luis Diaz starts through the middle and Cody Gakpo out wide? So Darwin Núñez gets a 4 tonight for me. Hello, love. She loves it, yeah. Sorry, she just put me off there. So we're talking about Darwin Núñez getting a 4. Yeah, go on. Oh, she stopped. Luis Diaz, how he got a yellow card. So hang on, you're telling me you can kick Luis Diaz in the back of the head and he gets a yellow card? Some of the decisions he's on the back of are unfathomable. Honestly, I don't know how he puts up with it. He had a bit of a limp on at the end, a bit like Saka, bit of a limpage. But I'm sure he's going to be fine. He's a luchador, he's a fighter. But I'm just in disbelief at how much he gets kicked and fouled and nothing ever happens. It's unbelievable. The referees just read him wrong. They don't protect him enough. So I'll give him a 7. He came over to some fans that we were speaking after, and that was cool. And then Mo Salah gets his goal, the 50th goal for Liverpool in the 50th total Champions League goals now for Mohamed Salah. Gets the penalty. I think Trent scoops it up, waits for all the nonsense to stop, and then throws the ball over to Trent, and he gets throws the ball over to Mo, and he gets the goal. And that's the difference tonight. It's the clean sheet, and it's a goal for Mo Salah, who I'll give him a 7 purely because of the goal. Didn't really do much else, but it's Mo Salah, isn't it? He can do what he wants. And then off the bench, Wataru Endo was fantastic when he came on, as he always is. Was warming up right in front of us. Who else came on? Harvey Elliott. Didn't really have too much involvement. Would have been nicer to see him a little bit earlier in the play, now that the game was kind of wrapped up after that Salah goal. He gets a 5. And I think that's it. I think that's all the subs that Liverpool made tonight. So controlled, composed, get the 3 points over the line. We've done it again. That's 6 wins out of 6 now. This is starting to get a little bit silly. How far can we go now? Are we going to win every game in the Champions League? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. But all we can say, as I think it's the Liverpool kind of media bus goes past us outside Girona Stadium, all I can say is I'm happy with that. I would have taken it before. And what more can you ask for? A clean sheet away in Europe. Fans have got a really good day out. It's a good, cool stadium. Respect to Girona for their hospitality. Massive shout out once again to TNT Sports for giving us the tickets tonight, the access. And as I said to Jack earlier, can never not pinch ourselves in these moments. They're real dream stuff that we get to do here on the Kop TV, and especially the last week has been really overwhelming. So thank you guys at home for watching. Don't forget we've got a vlog coming out tomorrow in the morning to give you that, and then on Thursday we've got the match preview with Jack Collins, the Fulham fan, and then we'll go into Anfield on Saturday for that game. But I have to say, big up to Girona. I hope they get what they want. Maybe some European football again in La Liga this season. I know they are underdogs, but they always do well against the big teams here, because as you can see, it's an intimidating atmosphere. Do you know what? If I was to compare it to a football ground in the Prem, I think I'd go Bournemouth. Super compact. There's actually some stands, like this one for example, that can't be used for some reason. I think there's some UEFA rulings, but there's actually 3 parts of the stadium where if you actually expanded it out, it could be a lot bigger. So cool, nice one Girona, thanks for our hospitality. Liverpool win. There's your player ratings. If I've messed them up, let me know in the comments. If I've got them right, let me know again. Right, back to Barcelona, let's go.